We'll begin with the opening statement from coach and then take questions for players first, please. So just raise your hands.
Ole Miss, a lot of credit to their coaching staff. They were ready to come out and play. We did not do a great job at the start of the game. They obviously much more ready to play than we were. So I give them a lot of credit for having their guys ready to go. And, you know, when we need to do a better job on defense out of the gate, we'll get down 14. Thought our guys showed a ton of character, a lot of grit. I think we're down 16 at Georgia, if I remember right. So we've done this before, but we've been able to come back. So the last 3 media timeout, 4-minute segments from the under 12 down, our defense was holding them to under 0.9. First 2 of the second half. So for a 20-minute stretch there from the under 12 to the under 12, we had 5 straight 4-minute segments where we were under 0.9. So I thought our defense really kicked into gear and we were able to take a lead and build it up. And we didn't close well. They lived at the free throw line the last 12 minutes, but offensively, we were able to take care of the ball, step to the free throw line, make free throws when we needed to, and hold them off. So proud of our guys, you know, get 2 guys I'm super happy for right now. I mean, Davin's had an unbelievable attitude all year, practiced hard, continues to get better on his defense. You know, Reitzel's out. He's been playing great for us. We needed a boost. And Davin had an unbelievable practice yesterday. So I told him, you're going to play. I'm going to find you some minutes in the first half. Make sure you're ready to go on defense. I think you have to reward guys that practice hard and play well. And he did. And shoot, he comes out and scores 15 points on 10 field goal attempts. Didn't even get to the free throw line, scores 15 points in 13 minutes. You can't get much more efficient than that. So, you know, happy for him. And then we haven't had a triple double here since Kyle Lewis did it my first year. So, you know, Aaron's been pushing it, been really close, you know, 9 and 7. And the way he rebounded on, particularly in the offensive boards there at the start of the second half, and the way he moved the ball. I mean, he played 38 minutes and 18, 10 and 10 with only 1 turnover. So again, it doesn't get much more efficient than that on the offensive end too. So great play out of a lot of guys. Sears plays 40 minutes and doesn't have a turnover. So we've been on him about taking care of the ball. He does a great job taking care of the ball. Just had multiple guys step up tonight.
Start with players.
Yeah, Aaron, did you know you were close to the triple double? And what do you think it is about your style that kind of lends itself to that?
Honestly, I didn't know that I was close to the triple double. I was kind of just out there playing, trying to get a win, you know, trying to do everything in my power, you know, offensive rebounding, hitting guys for open shots. I think my last 3 assists actually came from Davin too. So, yeah, that's it.
Matthew.
Yeah, and Davin, obviously 15 points for you tonight. Let's talk about your performance and the progress that you've seen yourself make. And for Aaron, this kind of as his teammate, what you've been able to see from Davin progressing to this point.
So I feel like all season I just had the role of helping my teammates, you know, being a leader off the court, you know, helping everybody else see what I see. And then, like I said, like Coach said, I waited my time, practiced hard. I had a great practice last practice. And when the time showed, I came and showed up.
Yeah, and just to pick up off of what Coach said, Davin, his attitude all season has been A+. I feel like just from observing when I'm playing and being around him, you know, talking to him off the court, in the hotel, in the locker room and stuff, he never had a bad attitude. He never was, you know, jealous, complaining, or anything like that. So I'm actually happy for him as well. You know, I think he deserves it. He always practices hard. He always goes hard every drill. So, yeah, I'm happy for him.
Anything else for Davin or Aaron?
Yeah, Davin, what's it like to, you know, have a coach that's going to reward good practice habits and reward hard work like that?
It's a blessing. I feel like, you know, he's a great coach and I learned a lot from him, and, you know, he's keeping me to a high standard, and I'm glad I am held to a high standard.
I know he told you that you were going to play some first half minutes. Did you anticipate having, like being able to play 13 minutes, getting the minutes that you had in the second half?
I didn't know how many minutes I was going to get. I just told him whatever role I got to play while I'm on the court, I would do it, you know, regardless if it's scoring or just playing defense. I'd rather focus on my defense, and I lost myself in the game and just let it flow.
Awesome. Thanks, players. You're good. All right, Blake, go ahead for coach.
Yeah, you already mentioned Cosby a little bit, but what did you see specifically from him in practice this week that made you want to just mention?
Thought he played really hard yesterday. I mean, he's been on the scout team pretty much all year. We had him playing Matthew Morrell, who can shoot it. He was 11 of 22 in practice yesterday from three, but he was playing hard. Like, it wasn't just he was shooting. So he obviously made shots at a high clip, but he also played really hard. Now he turned it over like he's trying to do his, I said, just don't turn the ball over, get the defensive assignments down. We're gonna play you. And played him. We needed his 15 points to win the game. It was big for us.
Matthew.
Yeah, just a triple double for Aaron tonight. And just what have you seen from him kind of down the stretch of SEC play and into tonight's?
I think he's getting comfortable in the offense. He's figuring out where to get his shots, when he can attack, when not, how to find the shooters that are around him and shoot. I keep telling him he needs to quit passing up open threes. I mean, he's 2 of 4 tonight. He's got to hunt more catch and shoot threes. He's such a good shooter. He puts a lot of work in. So he deserves to have a good game because he's been playing so hard and he's about the right stuff. And I mean, it's awesome. Think about all the pros we've had come through here. We've had 7 guys either get drafted or get guaranteed contract. Keon Ellis in the NBA since I've been here, only one of them. Kyra Lewis has had a triple-double since I've been here. So that's some pretty good players. That Herb Jones was close. Brandon Miller could have, there's a lot of good basketball players that didn't get a triple-double since I've been here. That for him to do it's pretty big time.
Go ahead.
You've mentioned a couple times being able to recall these games that you've been down. Obviously, you never want to be down by double digits, but how important is it that you're able to recall those games when you get in these type of situations?
Yeah, I mean, I think our guys need to know, like, offensively, we're pretty high powered. And we put up a 1.43 tonight. That was with our awful start. So at any point, we can go on a 10-0 run in a short amount of time. We just need to sit down and get stops, and we can make some runs. So I think we've done it. We've been, we weren't down late. I mean, we were down a lot bigger late against Georgia, but we were down 10 with about 9 minutes to go against Florida not that long ago. So, we've been down. Obviously our defense hasn't been great. It was a lot better tonight for that middle 20 minutes. We need it to be much better for the whole 40 on Saturday, but I think this gave us some, we can see that we can do this. Obviously Tennessee's a little bit better offensive team. We're gonna have to be much better, but we can do it. We're just gonna have to come out and really guard. But if we do get down, we can get some stops. Our offense can get us back in any game, as long as our defense can start get some stops.
Blake.
Yeah, I think you stressed the last 4 minutes of the first 4 minutes of the second half. I think today was 31-12, y'all led. And that time, I know that's kind of been an area you struggled with at times this season. What do you think led to that today, and how did that switch kind of flip?
Yeah, I don't know exactly why we were so locked in on defense, but those 8 minutes were probably our best 8 minutes defensively. And I tell our guys, like we want to play fast. I mean, this Ole Miss doesn't play necessarily slow, but this was 72 possession game. We like to get over 70. We had over 80 against Kentucky. Obviously, they had 117 points, but we want to play fast. It's a lot easier to play fast if you're actually getting stops. You don't have to take the ball out of the net. So I tell them, like, the defense has been an issue. You got to play defense to win games, but if you really think about it, our offense would get better if we play better defense. We're taking the ball off the rim, going the other way with defensive rebound. Our offense is going to be easier because we're playing faster and in transition. So I thought, we were able to get some transition buckets. They had 5 turnovers, I think, in the first 4 minutes of the second half. So our defensive intensity was really, we saw that we could make a run. We cut it to within 3. Let's come out and really make a run in the beginning of the second half. And that's what we did, and turned them over 5 times. And, we had the ball moving, had a lot of assists. So we played pretty well. I think we maybe had 5 old boards, and they had 5 turnovers first 4 minutes of the second half, if I remember right.
2 more.
What did you get an explanation of what happened with that technical that you got?
I was upset about matching call. I mean, that's the thing I get most upset about is the matching calls. I just thought we'd get fouled in the post after they just call one. So I was talking to Bart about one of his partner's calls, and he didn't like what I said about it. So that was that.
Last one, Nick Kelly, go ahead. Nick,
I just took himself off the screen.
Oh, sorry. It's did you call me? My internet cut out. Nate, I just want to ask about that series of plays where Davin Cosby, I think he attempted 4 straight threes, and even when he missed, he just kept putting shots up. I mean, for a guy at that age to still be doing that and having that mindset, what does that speak to him about you, or about him to you?
Listen, this kid's always had a good attitude. He's worked really hard, and he's never lost confidence. And I've told him that it's hard to do when you're not playing minutes, and we've told him he's got to get better on defense. And his shot selection had been a little suspect at times. That's why his percentages weren't as high as they should be, because he's actually a very good shooter. But, he had to learn how to take good shots. I thought he took 10 really good shots tonight. So when he takes great shots, he shoots as well as anybody on the team. So get his defense better, get his shot selection where it needs to be, take care of the ball, and we can give him some minutes. He did that in practice outside of turnovers, but it's hard on the scout team when you got to try to create all the offense all the time. And, he, for a kid that has gone multiple games and not played at all, he's never lost his confidence. Now, we keep pumping him full of it in practice, scout team, all that, but it says a lot about who he is as a person, his internal character, his work ethic. He stays in the gym and works, expecting to get a chance. And we needed him. I mean, if you're going to win a league championship, these are the games you're going to have to win on the road. And we don't have them tonight. We don't win this game.
thank you, Coach. Thanks, everyone.